Years ago, Simon Belmont defeated Dracula, but the vampire lives on as a terrible curse. Simon must find Dracula's remains and... Okay, bye.
Can't read that fast.
So, well, I'll go in more in-depth to the story. So, after defeating Dracula in Castlevania 1, Dracula put a curse on Simon, as well as a curse on the land. The curse on Simon means that a major wound in his back cannot be healed.
Uh-oh. Relatable.
I think it's a much different kind of wound than anything you might have, Carrie.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the first thing to do in this town is buy a white crystal. Okay, so the curse on the land, it causes, monsters to, 1, be there, and 2, become stronger when the sun goes down.
I thought you were gonna say 1, be there, and 2, be square.
Yes, Carrie, the monsters are squares.
What if they were?
So, fast forward 7 years, and we're at the time of this game, where Simon learns that in order to remove the curse, he needs to collect Dracula's body parts, take them into the remains of Castlevania, and burn them. And that will remove the curse.
Okay, you have to bully
The curse that makes him keep coming back every 100 years?
Dracula comes back every 100 years. However, sometimes he's brought back. Anyway, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am farming for hearts. They are still ammo like in Castlevania 1, but now they're also currency, because this game has RPG elements.
What a great system.
Selling organs, that's illegal.
You have to, so you have to grind for hearts. And what you saw just there, it said, what a horrible night to have a curse. So basically, the sun goes down, the enemies now do twice as much damage to you, they take twice as many hits to beat, but they drop more hearts to compensate.
Honestly, this song, Monster Dance, is pretty fucking alright.
Oh, this game's got a great soundtrack. I mean, there's only like 6 songs in the game, but it is a good soundtrack.
They're all so good.
Like,
well, okay. With the exception of one of them, in my opinion. But they're all really good.
Okay, yeah, I mean, like, the town theme's just okay. Bloody Tears is like a god tier song.
God, it's so good.
This one's pretty good too. I also like the mansion theme.
Yep.
But yeah, so yeah, we need to go to 5 mansions and get the body parts of Dracula. However, we're gonna be spending... anyway, I'm just leaving this in just to show you how tedious the, grinding process for hearts is. I'm going to, skip past any other instances.
Okay, so you don't just do it at the beginning to stock up.
Oh god, no.
You kind of just do it anytime you're running.
Your hearts max out at 256.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need to do this throughout the game.
So yeah, you need to do this a bunch of times. Also, unlike Castlevania 1, you don't just get whip upgrades like as you hit lanterns with your whip. First off, the lanterns or candles aren't even in this game. So what you have to do is get enough hearts to buy whip upgrades.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
The day and night system,
but less convenient.
Yeah, the day and night system is a very neat concept, as it kind of invokes fear in a sense where the enemies are stronger. Which is a very good way to play up the game's horror theme. But I really think it could have been executed better. Like, I mean, yeah, that's one thing, making them tougher, but churches and shops are completely closed at nighttime, so you can't heal yourself at all. There's no wall chicken in this game. You have to go into a church to heal yourself.
Hmm.
God bless.
But hey, we got the goofy skeletons right away in this one.
Yeah. You got Wolfman and spooky, silly, scary bones.
You know, it's funny. Like, I mean, no matter what you see them in, skeletons always just look so goofy. You wonder why they're even, like, considered, like, monsters of horror to begin with.
Probably because the fact that bones themselves shouldn't be animate, because that requires muscles, which requires nerve impulses, which requires a steady supply of oxygen, which requires blood, which require lungs, which require a functioning human body.
So it's just like, you mean like armor that moves on its own? It's probably possessed by a ghost or something?
Yeah, I think it kind of like starts with that body horror element and then works off of the whole this is not supposed to be happening. These are normally inanimate type of thing going on.
Wait a minute, does that mean that Full Metal Alchemist is a horror series?
Well, it depends on how you define horror.
I mean, Alphonse is a moving suit of armor on its own.
I think to a lot of the characters who don't understand what's going on, yes, like that person who took the suit of armor when
Yeah.
he was left from the train. And Al started talking to him.
Yeah, so
Evan.
one thing that I do like I find an absolute improvement is okay, well, a couple things. First off, like there's like presentation with the enemy related stuff and like the little explodey flamey thingy or whatever. It looks a lot more like an explosion in this game, which is nice. But also, and what I was about to get at is it does not cost a single heart to use holy water in this game.
Yeah. Power of Christ compels you.
Yeah.
Do what? I
Well,
don't know, but it just compels you apparently.
One what I think is a pretty silly thing that they let happen, like it happened to me when I played it. Wow, getting kind of macaronied. In a town, I don't know if you saw. You probably did. It had water. You can die there.
Yes, but it's designed in a way that it's actually very difficult to do.
You're correct.
Yeah, if you die in this
But if
game, you respawn exactly where you die. And if you get game over, you still respawn where you die, but you lose all your hearts, which means you have to grind again.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes total sense, but still, oh.
yeah, it fucking sucks.
The game was like all these decisions were done to increase game time, and well, that combined with other parts of the RPG elements really pisses me off. Like how all the townspeople, like, they're supposed to offer you hints and whatnot, but they speak in very cryptic English, and you cannot understand what they say for the life of you.
Oh, geez.
And some of them just straight up lie.
Like, hey, you know Shakespearean, right? Well, you better fucking brush up.
My favorite is, hit Deborah Cliff with your head.
Yeah, I don't understand.
In this case, though, I'm actually playing the redacted hack, so that, they speak in goddamn English.
Oh, also, if you go into towns during night, all the townspeople are monsters.
No, it's not that the townspeople are monsters, it's just that they're infested with zombies.
Shh, they're monsters.
Gabe, you're bad.
These hippies.
I mean, yeah, they're enemies all the same, but I don't really believe that they're the townspeople. That'd be dumb. Whoa, top of the screen, you feeling okay?
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
What happened?
Top of the screen's kind of like,
It's kind of just glitching out a bit.
yeah.
Really?
You see
That's
the...
not happening to me.
You see... No, it's part of the game. See the top of the screen now there's, like, stuff up there? It's not supposed to be there, it's supposed to be black.
Oh, well then, yes, I see it. It is happening to me. It is currently in the process of happening, to me specifically.
So that was just dumb exploration bullshit that I ignored for reasons that I do not know. But basically, a lot of times when you go into like a place or like a store or whatever, you have to open a path with the holy water.
For some reason. Like, I don't understand.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but considering that holy water doesn't cost any hearts to use, it's harmless.
That's true. And why would you ever want to buy a dagger? Oh.
Gotta get all the
You
stuff.
didn't buy it, did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Knives suck, but yeah, I want to get
Why'd you buy
everything.
it? Oh.
Just so it's in my equipment.
Oh. Time to grind.
It's actually time to heal myself at the church.
Welcome
Speaking
back to
of
Smash Team
church.
Prayers.
Last time I went to church, I got my childhood stuffed animal blessed by a priest.
That's pretty sick.
I walked up to him and I was like, how awkward would it be if I asked you to bless my childhood stuffed animal? He's like, that's awesome, and he did it for me.
You mean the stuffed animal that has the same name as, like, the worst former human being ever in the history of fiction?
My only stuffed animal.
Did someone say the worst human being, also known as,
Yashiro Gaku? No, I'm kidding. That's the name of my stuffed animal.
Joseph Stalin? No, what
He's
was
not a
the next
fictional
Carrie,
character.
okay, so Carrie, first off, I'm
Stalin.
only pretending to get irritated by this, but I can't believe that you said that. You said his name as if it, like, in the Japanese order of naming things.
Yeah.
So now we've upgraded our whip.
I tend to like do that when I watch shows in Japanese. I just like internalize their names in the Japanese order, and so that's just what sounds normal to me.
I always opt for localization.
So that totally makes sense. But
So here I am thinking that I trapped myself.
Except now.
I didn't, I'd like to point out. I'm just being dumb.
We should also probably clarify the name of my stuffed animal.
Oh yeah, it's
people who are
Pokey.
like, what the crap is going on? Yeah, it's Pokey, which is the.
You almost said
mistranslation of
Porky!
Yeah, which is the mistranslation of Porky from the Mother series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here I am thinking I trapped myself when I did not, in fact.
You just have to jump more.
Traps are gay.
No, he's right. He's right.
Traps are
Of course
Gabe.
No, stop.
It's okay.
I am a man with N penis.
And penis.
That means I am N man, not N trap.
So I did the whole thing once, like what you're currently doing, Gabe, when you say "an" in front of a noun that starts with a consonant. I did that in front of my grandpa, and now my grandpa always does that.
Oh my god.
He's like, "Hey,
Gamers
Carrie,
Anonymous.
can I get you? Can you get me Ann pencil?" I'm like, "Grandpa, no."
I also reversed then and then, like on
yeah.
purpose too.
A bad habit that I had for a little while was putting Y's after my N's. So like whenever, like I originally just did it as a joke, but then I did it so many times that it became habit. So instead of saying like no, I'd say nyo.
Oh no! I mean, oh no!
This was a long time ago, though.
That's so nerdy. I love it.
I'm a
That's so
dork.
good. You
Ooh,
are, and
shit,
that's awesome.
nerd on you.
That's why we're friends.
Yeah, we're friends because
So
we.
right now-
Are those,
This
What?
looks like a
Those-
thing for SpongeBob
Frog-
SquarePants.
are those frog boys? Those fish
Are they?
boys? I don't understand what
They're
they
fish
are.
boys.
Fish boys.
That's
Good.
They're
so
mermen.
pretty. They're like reverse. Like when you think of mermaids and mermen, you think of like human top, like torso and head, and then like fish tailed, but they're reversed here. Oh,
Not in Shakespeare.
I haven't
There's a
read enough
play where there's
Shakespeare.
a-
I mean, I've read a little bit, but not enough to get that.
Alright,
reference.
so here we are in the first mansion. You'd think that these mansions would be designed like Castlevania 1 levels, where they're disgustingly hard and very complicated, but no, they are very simple to get through.
Those
Yeah.
people hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah?
Oh.
Even those bone boys with shields and swords don't stand a chance against your mighty whip.
Well, I think it's worth pointing out that they're not even like throwing bones at you like in Castlevania 1.
Just walking at you menacingly.
They can't, well, I mean, I guess Castlevania 1 they couldn't either, but I was gonna say they can't run out and fall apart.
Yeah. Well, they don't even walk at you menacingly, more like goofily.
My biggest problem with the mansions, like, they're really not that difficult, to begin with. They're simple all the way through, but a lot of the times it gets a little too, like, it gets a little, demanding with, what kind of jumps it wants you to make.
Yep.
It's not punishing, but it's irritating.
It's...
What's even more irritating, though, is that these places are filled to the brim with invisible pits, which is going to make you want to spam the hell out of the holy water, which is why it doesn't cost any hearts to use in this game.
Yeah, yes. Oh, fuck. Dude. I remember. Oh, I don't know. This is just one of the games that made me really, like... mad. Like, even when playing on emulator, because I played up until Rondo of Blood, I was just mad at this stupid fucking game. Because either I never had enough hearts to buy the shit I needed, or I'd be getting diddled by Boneman. I'll be like, okay, this is fine. But it wasn't fine. Or I'd fall to an invisible pit, and I would tread a block at a time so slowly that this game took a lot longer than it needed to.
Yeah, honestly, if you ever play this game, I recommend 2 things. 1, go into it right after the much better Castlevania 1, because then you'll be prepared for just about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, use a guide.
Yeah.
Like, that honestly made my playthrough for this not nearly as bad as my initial playthrough of it.
It's like that comic with that dog that is sitting in a room that's on fire, and it's saying, "This is fine."
Yeah.
That was pretty much it.
You see, the best way to describe this game is it's not bad because it's frustrating, it's bad because it's boring.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's even worse, honestly. Well,
really is.
okay, it depends. Like, honest to God, I'd rather play Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric than play Sonic 06, for example. Yeah, so that's like an exception. There's a pit right there.
Yeah, fucking...
Sometimes games can get so difficult that they become boring, you know, because
It's
you
just
can't
a
really get yourself
slog at that
immersed in
point.
it.
You just want to fucking get
Oh,
through.
that's probably like
Yeah.
the kind of games that I hate the most, honestly, are the ones that are so hard that they're not fun.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, what you have to do every time is you need to find the merchant in the mansion, invest in an oak stake, which means pay 50 hearts for an oak stake, something you can only use once, and then use it on the sphere that contains Dracula's body part. In this case, Dracula's rib. By the way, all of these body parts can be used in various ways, so it's not like just MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Anyway, next time on Smash Team Games, we'll go to the next mansion.
Let's do this.